Hi Capricorn, this is Jess with the last week of March 2021 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Capricorn, yeah, for some of you, I feel like things are going to get clear quickly out of the blue. You'll get really clear about things. I think your last reading was someone was going to get a rude awakening. Did that happen? Did someone get a rude awakening? Was it you? Was it someone else? I do get that someone got, if it wasn't you around some of you, someone got a rude awakening. If you've been confused, lethargic, out of it, just not yourself, you're going to get your mojo back, clarity back, understanding back. And it may not all feel good for all of you, but at least you get to a point of clarity and you know where to go from there, right? Employed, you're working really hard, too hard, in fact, but it's getting you to what you want, which is your money. So for some of you, you have a plan in place as to why you're doing what you're doing, right? So you're working all these jobs, you're putting in so much effort because you have a financial goal. For some of you, you're going to take that money and multiply it by applying it in some way that helps grow money for you. It could be an investment, it could be anything, but you know what it is. So it looks really good. You're working hard for a reason, for a purpose. Those of you who are unemployed, looks like you now, if you're unemployed, you may be saying, you know what, if I don't get a salary making more than what unemployment is, guess what? I'm not going to take it. I don't care how much the people are nice and how much I like them. And even my old job may be calling me back now. I don't think I want to do it because guess what? I'm rocking out with this unemployment. But I would be cautious if I were you because you do have Saturn and Jupiter is in your second house. So with Aquarius, yeah, and that's your money that you make. But once Jupiter leaves, it's gonna go into your third house, and Saturn will just be there alone. So you don't want to snuff your nose at a gift, an offer, especially something that you've been wanting. So I would think long and hard, Capricorns, if you're out there deciding not to take a job because, you're making more money not working, if that makes any sense. For some of you, you may have decided that I'm going to go row. I'm going to start my own business or I'll do some independent contract work, but I don't want to go back to the way things were. And I completely can understand that. Self-employed Capricorns, well, you may be putting this business on hold. You may feel like you're in a rut with your business. You haven't gone any further. You're not going any lower, but you're kind of tired of going around the hamster wheel. So for some of you, it's going to be a real strong pill to swallow to come to the conclusion that, I need to be doing something else. Yes, I'm good at what I do, or this business, it's been good to me, but now I need to kind of do something else. You are protected for some of you, so you just may be frustrated with having not grown, or there's something outstanding that you need to take care of, is what it looks like to me. You also may be wanting to get into bigger box stores or have a bigger contract with someone. That may be falling through as well. It's not completely no, it's just a not right now. So don't let it get to you. Home life looks good. I do feel like you guys are loving, caring, and kind. Everyone is being really sweet, and you're being economically sound. I like to see that too, especially when people have received money that almost feels like it's falling out of the sky. It looks like you guys are being really money conscious. At least around the house, you're not overspending. You're kind of you're pacing yourself as to what the whole house goals are going to be, whether it be furnishing or decorating, that sort of thing. You're pacing yourself, and I think that that's really great. This week, something is going to happen. It's almost like a blessing, and then I won't say a curse, but it's a blessing in disguise. And hopefully I'll remember to tag your reading that, because that's what your reading is. It's a blessing in disguise. Now, you may get something off of having to lose something. I see a gain and I see a loss, okay? But the gain is bigger than the loss. You just it may not feel that way all at once. Let me see if I can get a little bit more understanding of what this blessing is. Okay, someone's coming back to you, or something's returning to you. So what was lost now returns, and that will be a blessing. There may be some type of judgment decision that is not in your favor, that's against you. So where you thought things were moving in one direction, you may hear some bad news and it's like, I have to wait, or it's not going to happen at all. That's kind of what I'm getting. And this is all karmic. It's coming out of the blue. It will feel like it's coming out of the blue. And it is karmic, and it is to kind of shift your paradigm, because you're destined to do something, or for someone to come into your life, or to you still have to, for some of you, you still have to work on some unresolved issue. I've been on this too long. Let's move on. So there's that. Frustrations, anger, fights, fallouts could definitely be a challenge right now. Some of you may feel like giving up, but you do need to press on. A part of you kind of just wants peace and wants everything to be better. And then there's a part of you that feels like, I've given and given and given. I'm tired of giving. You're kind of tired, but I feel like it's more of a emotional tired type of a situation. My condolences for anyone that has passed away, but someone's passing is going to be a blessing. That's what I heard. Let's get into love. Capricorn singles. Well, it's the challenge, excuse me. The challenge here is some of you still have a thing for your past person, okay? Both of you kind of have a challenge. Single Capricorn ladies, I see your challenge that there's a man that still loves you. Whereas single Capricorn, single men, there's a woman that you still have an attraction to and that you still have something for. And then there's another woman who possibly you have a child with, that you don't want to have anything to do with that person. There's a lot of issues and confrontations, unnecessary bickering that goes on between the two of you. Just can't seem to get on the same page with them. You do have people, if you're out there getting to know new people, these people coming toward you have been alone for a long time. They've been to the point where they've become lonely. They've been in their head a little too much. So getting out and getting to know other people is healthy for them. But the problem is, because for some of you, these people have been alone for so long, they can tend to latch on to the first person that they get to, and they completely fall for the person because they have no other people to measure up or to kind of spread their feelings around to. So be careful for, I don't want to say that these are bad people. These are just people who haven't taken the time to properly date so that they are not kind of giving in too quickly. So these people can kind of turn into liking you, loving you, falling for you so quickly, is what it looks like to me. Capricorn single ladies. Well, it looks like you've given up on feeling guarded, defensive, and lack of trusting of people. And you're going to try to make something work, particularly with a fire sign. Capricorn ladies, are you into a fire sign? This could be any sign though, but what the signs I associate this with is Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, like yourself. Or there was another sign, Taurus. But again, it could be any sign. You're trying to get someone back, someone who is focusing more on work than they are you right now. And that might be the enticing factor, right? Wanting something that you can't have when you want it. And so be careful. Ask yourself, ladies, do you really want this? And I have to say, I didn't say in the beginning of the reading, but someone is very clear about who they want now. Someone is very clear about who they want. Someone's very clear about how they feel about this person, and they want 100% in. That's either in your life or you want 100% in someone else's life. The problem here is that someone may have to realize that they need to take it slow. Rushing in, as hopeful as they may be, they may have enough hope for the both of you, but it's just necessary to take it slow. I feel for you Capricorn single ladies, there's a man here that you switched the tables on. Now you're going to pursue him. Now you want him. Now you have a trick up your sleeve with him. This may be the type of person it's hard to wrestle him down and get him to commit, get him to focus, especially if he's a workhorse. And I do see that right now he's focusing more on his finances and career than he is a relationship. But you have something slick up your sleeve. So let us know in the comment section below if you like to share, ladies. Capricorn single men, you've walked away from a hard situation that you've had to. You're not even into it anymore. Like, you don't want to play any games. For some of you, like I was telling another sign, I think last week, you're taking a chill pill when it comes to going out, because your heart is not in it. Your emotions are not in it. You don't feel like going out and hanging out with people. You're trying to fix something that has been problematic, and it may be something that's coming up this week that is more of your focus than it is a relationship. Some of you have gotten extremely clear, and you may be saying to yourself, like, I'm not even attracted to you anymore. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. And you have completely, some Capricorn single man has completely checked out of a relationship with someone, has completely checked out. Like, it's over. And you're clear about that. You may still have love for a person, but you don't want to have anything to do with them anymore, and you're clear about that. Some of you may accept the fact that it's over, that someone has moved on, and they're meant to be with another person, and it's really nothing that you could do about it. And you may feel like it's unfair, but it's necessary, right? And so there's that. And it could also go vice versa. So it's time for you to move on from them because you're meant to be with someone else as well. But Capricorn single men, I just see you taking your time and taking a break from what looks to be a possible love connection. Now let's get into couples, Capricorn couples out there. You guys may have, if there was a third party, I do see that this situation is kind of coming to an end, or it needs to be let go. You guys need to work on this relationship, and you're paying attention to that, Capricorns. You know that you need to work on this. For some of you, you may be saying, I give up. I've worked on this long enough. I've done everything that I could do. And your person has been in a place of confusion, delusion, fear, anxiety, stress, depression to some extent. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's quite moody, and they may be thinking of, it's time for me to move on. You know, I've been in this place of unsureness for quite some time. Now I'm clear, I'm sure. And all of you, it's not going to happen now. For some of you, it's going to happen in Cancer season. They may have been very enthusiastic in January and February wanting to work this out, and they had a lot of hope that things could work in their event and to their advantage, that they could work on this relationship. But they may be saying it's time to go. If you're at a distance from your person, they want to see you, and you know that you need to see them too. And so that's the negotiation of, let's do this. Let's move in together. Just come to me. I'll come to you. That sort of thing is what it looks like to me. Communication, or initiating contact has slowed down between the two of you, especially if you're not even communicating or not together at this time. Someone either is going to fully move on from this, and it's like, this is a dangerous period if you're not together, because this is the time for one of you that the other person, one or the other person decides, I'm better off without you. I'm better off without you. It's that type of thing, because someone in pursuit of their peace of mind, they seek it, they find it, and there's no turning back. It's like, no, now that I'm out of it, I can see far clearer now. I know what's better for me, and it's going to be to leave this and move past this and move on from this. And they may already be showing you that now, so you could already probably come to that conclusion. But for others of you, it's going to take more of a 3-month period to get to this place. Gemini season, which is late May, early June, is going to be a changing factor for a lot of couples, a lot of singles, a lot of signs. There's something about that time frame that I'm assuming has to do with the nodes, as well as the sun being there, and I think even Mercury is retrograding, that changes the game on people. So that may be happening for you guys come June time as well. Others of you, there's a need to work this out. There's a need to want to get on the same page so that happiness comes back to this relationship again. And one of you are very hopeful that you can do just that. But you have to be on the same page. Now, is it going to last long term? Does your person still want this? Do you want it? What's going to happen in the future? All the questions, if you're interested, click the link in the description box below for the live extended read. You can also find the link to my website as well as the 2021 Capricorn yearly reading. So if you're interested in that, click that link in the description box below. Otherwise, if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.